Morning, guys. All right, so I I couldn't figure out why like this Mario theme always like comes up for me, and my kid loves, a lot of kids love Super Mario. My daddy doesn't even, I don't know if he's even ever played the game. He maybe has, but he was that for Halloween one year, and he just loves the character, and we went to see the movie. And then the irony too is like that was on his birthday last year, and that was right when I had already been making videos, but that was like right when I started doing tarot. It was his birthday last year, and um well, the other reason that I hope that that character I think comes up a lot is that it's like Mario like has to like learn these skills and like become this. It's in him already, but and a lot of it is like how much heart he has, and then he has to practice and get better, but he's like this underdog because it's like he's just this Italian dude. Him and Luigi are just these Italian dudes that, I can't remember what they own, a sub shop. No, they do something. They do something like a service. I can't remember though. And so they're the underdog. And so that's what's coming to me, because it's like, that's exactly what it's like on this journey. Because I mean, of course I'd see myself and I'm like, I'm just a chick. I'm just like a regular chick. But it's like, when you go through all these trials and you still triumph, you still make it through it. It's like people are amazed, and they can't understand. And I think about that too, especially like all of the backstabbing and betrayals and things like that, like relationship wise, like it just feels very dramatic. It feels very movie like. It just feels very like sometimes I think about that in certain instances of things that I went through, and I'm like, is this like, even in the moment that was happening, I was like, is this person for real? Like, there have been those moments, not all the time, but there have been those moments, but you have this ability to like detach, because it's like it's inside of you, it's in your heart. That's like kind of what I wanted to put out, because it's like I think back on my life and I'm like, obviously I've done things, made many mistakes, and I've done things that I wish I hadn't. I've said things I wish I hadn't. I've had like eruptive moments and stuff like that, but like I have always had this part of me that was like, had integrity, and had like I felt responsible. I felt this need to be responsible about things. And again, not that I've not ever been gotten crazy or whatever, but it's just like you have that in you. And it's sort of like you'll have moments where people like respect it or tell you that or appreciate it, but there's also, because of just the way it's set up, and because there's also this like thing where people feel like they need to humble you or whatever. It's like, which is interesting, because it's like you already are humble in a lot of ways. But anyway, you'll get, because I've even had like, I remember these different times where my mom would like speak about other people. Like she always had that, or I don't know, it was just like this like thing where she like she liked watching those shows, those like Spartan shows. And she would always talk about other people like being a hero and stuff like that. And so plus like being the middle child, I don't know, I always felt like it was like, I went through that phase of like feeling like I'm supposed to like, I wasn't good enough for my parents or whatever, but I don't want to go into a bunch of like side topics, but because it's like, all of us, you have to find that self-esteem within you and stuff. Okay, because that's what I wanted to touch on, because it's like, it's very interesting, because like it's like you have to keep showing up as Mario because you have to keep showing up as this underdog, because and it'll be interesting too, because there'll also be like this thing where people try to exploit you in these different things too. So it's like the right people will humbly follow you, and that's kind of how you'll know who like those, and even that to me, when I think of my life, of course, that was there were only phases for some of that too. But, you know, like, and you kind of just, it's like, because I thought about that today and I'm like, I don't know what it is either. Cause I'm like, sometimes I'm like, and I miss, like, there's lots of things that I miss. I miss having friends. I miss being a part of a community. Like, there's things like that. But I'm like, there's this part of me that's just duty driven, that is like, that's what drives me. And I think that that's the same for anybody, because it's like what's been asked of me is already like, I already have these responsibilities on my shoulders, and it's like, I just take it on. And I just was like, when it was like, I realized, like, whether it was spoken, whether I had a conversation with God or just was like, this is the life that I'm supposed to be living, it was like, all right, this is like, we're doing this. And I don't even question like my loyalty to my kid and stuff like that, or my loyalty to God, or my loyalty to wanting to continue to be a better person, and like, you know, be humble, and these different things. Like, those things aren't like, I don't struggle with my value system. Like, I don't struggle with those things, which I feel like there are other people that do. And so I don't know why everything is the way it is, or why you have to go through times where you feel like you're not appreciated, or you don't get your flowers or whatever. But it's just like, knowing that, you know, that's the character that you're playing. And again, whatever like storyline suits you. It doesn't have to be Super Mario, but I think just knowing that too, like, the more, I think if there's something that it really helps you to keep persevering, because, you know, like I said, it's lonely. Like, there's parts of it that are really hard, that like other people just seem to see you as this, you know, they think that you're lucky, or people just don't know how to take it, because you just have this like perseverance that's like unheard of or whatever. So the more that you kind of like allow that, like, that you to be that main character in your life, it just helps you to like find solace again. And, you know, I really do. That's been on my heart for I don't even know, forever maybe, of like the soul tribe thing. So it's just like, you just have to hold on to those, like, those hopes, and that knowing that those things are going to come at the right time, or that you'll know when to take action and that kind of thing. All right. I love you guys. Bye.